Hey, what's up guys, my name is Greg Lester and this is Game Audio Analysis. Today's video will be slightly different from my usual content because I'll be sharing some tips on how to break into the game industry as a sound designer, as well as tell a little bit about my own story of how I got to where I am today. My path towards becoming a sound designer started in university, where I studied music production to become a solo artist. However, I've always been an avid gamer, and once I figured out that becoming a sound designer was an actual valid career option, my goals pivoted towards that. Unfortunately, my university wasn't tailored towards interactive sound design, so I had to figure out what I even needed to learn. I did this by opening Google and typing in junior sound designer jobs. I then looked at the baseline qualifications that I needed to have to apply to any studio. These include sound design skills, microphone techniques, knowledge of the AWs, audio middleware and game engines, as well as being comfortable using source control. I have compiled a big list, which is linked to down in the description below, for game audio learning resources which cover most of the topics that I just mentioned, as well as some forums and social media groups that you can join to ask for advice and questions. Obviously, you can also always type your questions in the comments or shoot me an email and I'll happily answer them. Having a formal education in audio is definitely not required to get a job. However, it can be very, very helpful, especially when you try to get past the first hurdle of HR when applying to a studio. So if you want to have a fundamental education, but don't want to join a complete university degree, I recommend doing some online courses, like for example the School of Video Game Audio. I'm not affiliated with them by any means, but I have heard some good things. The next step was to learn these skills, which I did by negotiating with my professors to switch my assignments from music-based to game audio relevant topics. And I ended up creating a sound library as well as a musical platformer game from scratch, among other things. And these goals really helped me go in the right direction with an end result in mind to practice and hone my skills. And additionally to that, they were really good as small portfolio pieces. Once I had learned all of these skills, I needed to figure out how to actually get my foot in the industry. The best way of doing this is going to networking events. Unfortunately, we're currently stuck in a global pandemic, so much of the stuff will have to be online. But I definitely recommend, once everything opens up again, to go to big and small events and basically just go there to make friends and get to know people. You really want to go there with an open mindset, not trying to get a job, because no one wants to interact with a needy student who's trying to get hired. However, friends will recommend you to positions, they will give you insight on jobs which haven't been posted publicly yet, and they will endorse you. So I went to one of those game audio networking events and became really close friends with the host. He put me in contact with the guy who gave me my first paid gig, and a lot down the line we're now actually working together in the same company. So that really goes to show how important it is to make good friends and build a strong network. Before I could apply to any studios, it was really important for me to create a kick-ass demo reel. Audio redesigns, which are essentially trailers or gameplay segments with their audio replaced, are really good at showing off your sound design skills. However, because games are interactive in nature, it's really important to also demonstrate your technical ability to implement audio and work with game engines and middleware. So a great way to do this is to attend game jams, which are essentially events where people come together online or in person and work on games together within the span of usually a couple of days around a topic, for example, exploration. And at the end of it, everyone shows off their games and usually uploads them to platforms like itch.io. Due to the time constraint, game jam projects tend to be tiny in scope and can only offer a limited experience. To solve this, I went on Facebook, joined some indie game dev groups, and typed in #ScreenshotSaturday to search for gameplay clips of games that looked exciting and didn't have any audio yet. In my case, I found an awesome demo of a game that I really wanted to work on, so I recorded the footage on Facebook, designed some audio for it, and sent it to the development team. Long story short, they hired me and I worked on the game for a couple of months while doing my university degree. The game unfortunately never saw the light of day, but it provided me with an integral piece of my demo reel, which helped me land my first paid gig. Luck and being at the right place at the right time definitely play a factor in all of this, and for some people it will take a lot longer to get that first paid gig than for others. I personally got really lucky with one of my jobs where I just happened to speak to the right person at the right time. However, you have to be prepared when that opportunity strikes. You have to have your CV ready, your demo reel up to spec with your website, and you have to follow up and be proactive. And obviously, always be on your best behavior, because you never know where the next job might come from. So to recap, find out what you need to learn, practice and hone your knowledge and skills, build a network and make friends, go to game jams and work on indie games, create a website with a great demo reel, apply for jobs, share your work on Twitter and on other socials, and most importantly of all, don't give up. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and please do check out all of the resources that I've linked to in the description below. If you have any additional questions, feel free to chuck them in the comments and I will do my best to answer each and every one of them. Big shout out to Simon, who supports us on Patreon. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next episode.